So, good morning everybody. What's going on? What's going on? Thursday morning. Getting ready for the Pro Star Cup in Spain, northwest of Spain. Leaving tomorrow. Group stages on Saturday. And then hopefully the final 32 on the Sunday. And after that, I have a week, 6 days of vacation in Italy. So I'm flying from Spain to Italy, Lake Como, spending some days there with the Longoni family also. And then coming back home on the Sunday. Yeah, Sunday. So I hope the stream is alright. It was just disconnected. Do we have? Yeah, somebody's watching. Cool. Got some people online. Excellent. Oh, 12 already. Wow, nice. People on the vertical stream as well. Thanks a lot for joining, giving me that little extra boost of focus that I need. I've been doing these solo sessions for 30 years, guys, and sometimes they get a little boring for me. So if I can serve you guys with some pull and a little bit of knowledge, maybe you guys give me a little bit of boost to get focused on the live stream, it's a win-win. So nice. For today, deep work session number 9. Remember, this is not entertainment, this is not highlight reels, this is the real live stuff. Workouts, struggling, missing balls, getting frustrated, adapting, correcting, learning, experimenting, trying to get a little bit better. Like your workouts. I miss balls, you miss balls, we all miss balls. It's not social media, look at me, my nice run out of an impossible drill, and if you can't do that, you suck. No, that's a wrong message. That's why I'm doing these sessions, to show you what it really looks like to have a workout. Okay, so this is not entertainment, this is education. And I do not believe in highlight reels, fast forward crap. You get the point. So today I am gonna do gameplay, right? This is right before tournament. I go into gameplay mode. I'm not doing any drills. That was yesterday. Today I'm doing gameplay. For the event, the break is on the side reel break, but you make a bunch of balls now and then. It gets a little bit boring if I'm playing like 7-ball. I want to make it a little tougher. I want to keep working on that matchroom break. So I'm going to break matchroom style for 90 minutes, 45 from the left, 45 from the right. I'm going to experiment a little bit more with that, a little bit more draw. What I found out was, I think there's a tendency now where the guys are trying to, instead of just running into the 9 and maybe scratching, cue ball going down, up, they're trying to draw either under it or above it, or into it, but then with the draw it kind of stops on the 9. It doesn't die under the rack where you don't have a shot. So I'm trying to get a feel for that. The one gets a little more bend. So I'm trying to practice that and groove that in where I get more shots after the break. It really hurt me in Bucharest mentally that I was not getting a lot of shots and offense after the break. Yes, here and there I was running some racks, but it wasn't like getting a block of racks in, and it was wearing me down. And I was looking around and I saw, for example, Kachi, who was using more draw, and you could clearly see that on the stream. He's really killing that cue ball on a ball that he hit. It was really, actually really pretty to see. That ball's still drawing. And he's getting more offensive opportunities. So I gotta, I have to also adapt, learn from the guys, see what's working, what's not working. So I'm gonna do that break. After that, I'm gonna do 10 breaks from the left medium, no body movement, then 10 hit him firm, and then finally 10 minutes of jacked up shots that I did last week as well to get the fine tuning of the jacked up shots. So again, if anything comes up that's interesting, I'll open my mouth, and if not, then it's just deep work, and I hope you follow along. Let me check if the vertical is going. Okay, yeah, we got some people on board there. So, hope you enjoy it. Let's get going. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the chat. When I'm done with the workout, in the horizontal chat, on the horizontal, people watching vertically, you can jump over there if you have a question. I'll answer it at the end. Otherwise, I keep going back and forth. I get too distracted. So stick around till the end if you can. I'll answer your questions. Also for this session, I'm not going to re-rack if I don't make the one on the side. I want to get more racks in. That was last week. So I'm just going to have one swing at the break and continue. We have 10 to 9, so this will be about till 20 after 10 for the gameplay. Again, I finish it off with 2 tough shots. So let's start with straight ins, straight in draws. Keep that shot making execution in check. Too much bend over one. Couple more photos. Almost straight in, long distance. Back into the kitchen. Bang, I'm hitting the wrong side of the ball. Can't believe it. I can make that one. See, that's better in the sense that if you come this way, and you would get under the rack, or you would hit these balls. A lot of times you get stuck behind these balls and you got no shot on that too. So I'm taking more risk of adding more draw. And you see the reward can be bigger because now I'm above that ball. So if this 2 is landing here, I'm above it, I have a chance. Not a hanger, but I got a shot, I got an opening. It can make a huge difference. I wouldn't even say can, it will make a huge difference. See, instead of trying to find something for a push out, you're safe. Now you got a chance to run another rack. Build momentum as well. Alright, back to focus. A little thing like that, I'm talking for a second here. Why did I walk around for the 8? I think this is much overlooked. If I would land short, it means I got to cross the line for the 9 ball. And a lot of amateur players where the speed control might not be great yet, you can end up here or here, 50-yard line shots. By taking that 3 seconds, I can see if I can stay on this side of the table, I'm coming into the line of the shot. I'm going to have pretty much the same type of shot the whole time. I think that is huge. Watch, with low left now, I'm coming towards the ball. See? That's playing into the line of position. Different story. Alright, 2 shots. I'm going to do spot shots from here. Draw out of it. Thick, not too thin. Thick. Just a little bit of an annoying shot. See, I miss, you miss, on with it. Work on it. Okay, let's see if we can do another good break. action on the cue ball, but the one comes low. I've got to make an adjustment on the cue ball placement. It's 3 out of 4 where it's low. Okay. thing. Still low. Unbelievable. I was doing it 2 days ago. I was making it a ton in the side with that draw. Now it's coming low, low, low. It just freaks you out sometimes. It's like, what's going on? The balls are cleaned. I'm trying to figure out the difference. The balls, I think I cleaned the balls that I might have not. Now they're clean, they slide more, and make more adjustment. Alright, cue ball behind the 3. shots. Chalk off the rail. Cable center table. Alright, let's move this cue ball even more out, or in. See if we can get that one manipulated. Still want to get that draw in there on purpose. Oh, sorry guys, I'm struggling with the wire here for a second. Alright, let's see. Even more, there. Even more. Gotta get it higher up. There, check it out. That's nice. No shot, but I love the cue ball. Not hitting the 9. Made the 1, cue ball's in the open. There could easily have been a shot on the 2. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm going to practice on. Keep practicing on. Alright, let's continue. Cool. These. Golly, come on. It's pissing me off. Make this ball. Uncut version, guys. Sometimes it can be toughy. Alright, switching sides. Other side of the brake. Let's see what's going on there. Every table's different, every side is different. Let's see how this reacts. All right. Short, but I hit it a little too full, so I'm going to try it again. shot. Boy. Wonder if I can fire this reel first in and swing around. I don't think I can get into this gap, but I want to see what happens. I'm afraid I'm going to end up here or hit the 8, but I want to see if I can get this, what I can get out of this. If I can even make it. No. So the shot wasn't even really on. Stay disciplined. More cut shots. Chalk off the reel. Center table. The one, but cue ball slammed into the 9, but it didn't move much. So I did get the stop out of it that I wanted, or that I'm working on. So that's positive. All right, what do we do here? I think I can overcut it, try to play behind the 6. I had to look at it, didn't go, and I made it anyway. See if I can hit a little better. How can you make it if it didn't go? Let's be going blind. Is that the shot then? Try one more time. Yeah. One more. Not hitting it thin enough. asking too much of the thickness. Let's try to go behind the 7-3. Send the 2 here, cue ball here. Big chance I'm going to make the 4. What's the play? What's the play? What's the play? Guys, I need 1 minute. Just a tiny restroom break. Right back. I think it's best if I turn the audio off. If I gotta go to the restroom. There, I'll be right back. So, I'm back. That would have probably gone viral if I would have left the mic open while being in the restroom. Alright. Yeah, that was... Somebody just pressed his mind. I walked into the restroom, I was like, this is not smart. I said something to Lena on the way up. I said, I gotta use the restroom. And then I was like, oops. That was funny. So, let's continue. Okay, this shot, I'm afraid to hit the 4 here. What's going on with this mic wire? Let me tuck it in under. Boom, boom. There. I'm afraid to make the 4. I want to send the 2 here. Run into those balls, but that 4 is gaping to go in. But if I hit it harder, then I think I'm going to catch the inside of it and not make it. Otherwise you would say, why don't you go for it and play position? Let's try that anyway. Let's try to make it soft and see if we can hold the 2 ball in this area. Let's see if there's potential there. No. So that didn't work out as planned. Okay, so we experimented, that's all right. here. Oh, goodness, sometimes I just go crazy if I miss shots like that. Like you probably. What is wrong with me? That wasn't the angle. Alright, refocus. I'm trying to do something with this 9. That was the script. Because the 6 doesn't go. Let me try to have a swing at it. Strokes, big stroke shots. Come on. Nope. I think there is a pocket there. Come on, rip it. freaking out. In a positive way. I'm getting really, really angry. Controlled anger. Still too thick. Holy smack, man. Nice. Other side. Come on. First take. Real life. Not hiding. On with it. That much angle. Jeez. So, there wasn't enough angle, I had to give more spin and I didn't compensate enough for the added throw that was going to take in effect. Meaning I had to aim thicker. And that was because I was daydreaming. So 2 rounds here. Shot, this is a cool shot. Wow. Just keep putting in maximum effort. Boom, hitting that 9 full. That's what I'm looking for. No shot, but good process. If I have a bank, can I have a look at it? I like it. not as high percentage, but I still like it. There's a reward. It's very makeable. No, I bounced. Alright, I want to commit to it. I just want to make it. I want to commit to the choice. I don't want to duck. Maybe it wasn't the shot. Too late now. I want to make this ball. Coming short. I think my bank skills are pretty strong. And I can't make this ball. There's nothing crazy about it. Maybe the topspin makes it shorten up. It's not that even that much topspin on it. See, that's what I wanted to do. Maybe 5 tries for it today. What do we have here? This. Gotta be careful of that ball. My theory is, for some reason, it's super weird, but if you carry them into a ball, for some reason that ball always wants to come into play. Like it wants to land here, or you know, you have to be mindful of that. I don't know why it is. Struggling a bit. It's the last 10 minutes of this session for the gameplay. Gotta stay composed. Not executing well at all. Nice. Got a couple more rollers. So, for example, this one. No, the spot shot here, and I'm not allowed to pass the second diamond. Make it from here. Alright, that was that for gameplay. Now we're going to go to the brakes, side rail brakes. I struggled there in the end. Was not happy with my execution. And that's okay. You got to realize, big tip here, if you throw everything on a big pile, 80% of your workouts or matches, they're gonna be okay. They're gonna be just nice. Did a good job. 10% are gonna be amazing. 15%, whatever, they're gonna be great. And 10-15% are gonna suck. And you gotta throw it all on a pile. You gotta just keep putting in the effort. And it's not always pretty roses and sunshine, especially with these tough shots. I have days where I'm just firing them in left, right, no problem, boom, boom. And other days, this is hard. So that's just working out. Alrighty, so let's see. Now we're going to do the 10 side rail brakes medium, 10 side rail brakes firm. And I'm just going to use another cue ball because the cue ball gets beat up on brake training. So I have a couple of old cue balls that I use. Alright, the goal, remember the goal is the process, what I'm aiming for. It might not work perfect on this table every time. I want to get the cue ball with the medium brake a little higher towards this diamond. More spin because I want to create more action on this corner ball. Get the cue ball about here. If I make the one, great. If I don't, at least make it track into the kitchen because we got the 3-point rule in effect. Alright. So if I got a successful break, I'll mark it here. 10 breaks, medium speed. One successful break. And I got a shot on 2. If you have any questions, put them in the chat on the horizontal view, and when I'm done with the session I'll jump over and answer them, so stay tuned. 20 breaks, then 10 minutes of jacked up shots, straight ins, and then that's it. Break number 2. Too low in the ball. Depends. The new rule says you have to cross the middle of the ball over the line. Before it used to be touch the line, but they've changed that rule. You want to ask me why? WPA always wants to do something, or the EPBF for that matter. The craziest new rule I've seen. We've been playing for 30 years. Sorry, I just gotta complain for a second. The EPBF, this is absurd what I've seen. If you're gonna lag, right, the ball's anywhere, you can put the ball where you want it, and you just set it up and you lag. Now, they've put the ball in a certain position. When you come to the table, you're not allowed to touch it. So you've been touching it for years, like it's automatic that you do something like whatever. If you touch it, you lose the leg right away. You're not allowed to touch the cue ball. Why? Why? I don't understand. What's the point? So, we've got 3 breaks. Let's continue. Let's get a couple good ones in here. Boom. Made the one. Corner ball didn't go in. This ball's going too slow. So illegal break again. See, this could be a moment in your match where you're thinking, I'm not making the corner ball enough. I gotta add more speed, but that's for later. I want to get the hit right, because on another table this might work great. So let's just finish the 10. That was 4. Made them both. Things are not really opening up right there. Legal successful break. That's 5. So that was 5 breaks, 2 successful. Let's crank up these numbers. What's funny is that those balls are colliding there, and one of them is moving and one of them stopping. Otherwise, I get both of them in. This ball went around. In general, successful break. No shot. But I got what the process asked for. So that's 6. too deep, see? It's just drawing a little bit away, but got a shot. 2 balls down. Sometimes if you're drawing too much, it could be that the cue ball is too far from the rail. It's a big tip. So I'm going to move it in slightly, or bring it back slightly. See, this is my starter. I got this protection pad, otherwise I get like holes and dents into the cloth from the breaking. Kamui patch. Just moving a hair closer. Still got to be comfortable. Let's see. That's too close. Back hair there. Not enough action. Can't make that corner ball. Cue ball is better, see, but corner ball ain't go in. Illegal break. Working on it. Two more of these. More action. Yes. Not sure if I counted that last one. Okay, one more of those. That was great. One didn't go in, but cue ball was great. Corner ball went in. And they were legal. Yes, but see, that's the killer for this break is one on the point. One on the point goes back, doesn't go in the kitchen. Illegal break. Otherwise it would have been legal. Okay, so now let's switch to the firmer one. That was 50%. This is what it is. Practice. Now let's hit them harder. Let's see what's going to happen. If that break works, that medium break, you can do some serious damage with it. If it doesn't, you got to switch. Switch either to the other side, switch to a firmer one. Got to change something. Got to change your hydration. Long session here. All right, firmer. Let's go, guys. This time, one tip of spin. Cue ball a little more here to reduce it swinging into the kitchen. That's the goal. Now let's do the practice. thin. Too thin. Groove it in. It's a different hit. Totally different break from the matchroom break. WNT. There. See, firmer break, different results. Different kind of action. No shot, but it was legal. Corner ball, no one ball. Sleep in the streets. Too thin. Better. There's more risk. You got to take that risk. Otherwise, the break's illegal that you just saw before. Gonna take a little more smack at it. That's what we're practicing. The first one's a more controlled break. This is the backup power break. Five more. And jacked up shots. thin or too much draw. Too much draw. It's legal. But I'm losing the cue ball. Plus the action dies. I'm not opening up those holes there. The impact's more dead. Thin, still legal. You see the impact on the rack. It's too thin. But hey, you gotta take that chance. Three more. Kiss there. Still legal. Whew. One on the point. See, one on the point is not sweet. Gotta fix that. Gotta change the angle. So here's a big tip. The one's coming on the point. Stay tuned. You can change the angle, how you're going to hit the rack, by moving the cue ball in just a little bit of a different angle. Meaning, this was my starting point. I want the same grip. So now what I do, I move it a little bit to the side, just half a ball to a ball, and then back. So I get the same grip. Get the same grip, but I get a slightly different angle of incoming approach. And that can make a huge difference. There. See, instead of hitting the point, now it went in. So 10 brakes there, 80% legal, which gives me the first opportunity. Okay, let's finish this workout with our friend Mr. Jacked Up. Let's squeeze out the last bit of energy that I have left. First, final sip of water. And then, let's get it done. Should actually, so I get these dents here as well, these little marks. I don't think I can stop that. You can stop the tearing by putting the patch on, but if you're jacking up, you're still going to get that impact hole, I think. Hole, little dent. Okay, so ball from the rail, straight ins. Great practice to straighten out your stroke. I'm going to try and make about 10, so hopefully 10 to 15 minutes, 10 stop shots, different distances. After the brake training. Oh, daydreaming. Trying to think of what I want to say to you guys instead of focusing on the shots. One. Two. Switching steering, straighten out that stroke. Three. Finish. Finish what you start. 8. Yes. All right, that was tough. That was really tough. Cool. Let me answer some questions, guys. Hallelujah. Whew. Let me just catch my breath here. You know what? I deserve a Dutch licorice. Dutch candy is the best candy on the planet. Jamin. If you're ever in Holland, go to a Jamin store. Jamin. Ooh. So once in a while, I will get my hands on some Dutch licorice. Yes. All right, some questions. Pool is very diverse game. When to train a particular shot? It may be many racks. Yeah, somebody's asking, who's asking this? Psych, sex, just use your real names, guys. Come on. What do you gotta hide? What kind of name is this? Physics is this. When to practice a certain shot, because it might be a lot, it might take a while before the shot even comes up in a game. You know what? The reason I'm doing the shot making a little bit is it elevates your execution of all the other shots. So if I have a really tough spin shot or a straighting shot or this jacked up shot, it elevates all the other parts of my game because of the focus, the straightness of the stroke, the touch, the timing. So you're ramping up every part of your game a little bit. The shot might not ever come up, but a similar type of shot might come up, and you're ready for that type of execution. I hope that answers that question. As a beginner, intermediate player, I wouldn't worry too much about the shot making, because if you're a beginner, intermediate, a lot of shots are going to be tough. It's more important to focus on cue ball control. So do a lot of drills for cue ball control. Because if your cue ball control increases, you don't have to make as many tough shots. Now then it becomes a luxury problem, because you're controlling the cue ball better and better, you're staying in line. Now your shot making is going to go down a little bit. That's why you have to catch up on the shot making. If you're always making tough shots the whole time, you don't have to practice your shot making. You got to practice your cue ball control. There's dozens, hundreds of cue ball control drills out there now. Don't do too many different ones. Pick a couple and go to work on those. Master those drills. Don't be switching around like, I'll do that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, and just keep going in circles. Then there's not enough repetition. Cue ball control you develop with repetition. Okay? Openness. Action. Question. With high scores, few errors. What's the question here? Few errors in position. I just felt it. 2 hours in, a friend came by mediocre. I shot all my balls, then played bad. I don't really understand the question. The Scheidsstraf. If you can rephrase that question, if you can't, I just don't understand the question when your friend came by. Tony Robles, my man. No, I'm not playing in the Florida Open, brother. I'm only playing the US Open. I don't want to be away too long from the family anymore. So I'm going to the US Open Cena, and that's it for the USA trip. Fine, things Cuba, great job. Any other questions? What product do you use to clean balls? I just use the, I think it's the, I have a ball polishing machine. I use the Aramith, just the Aramith regular cleaning thing, or it's the green stuff. I think it came with it. You can buy them in the bigger containers. But once you put it on, I just don't ever put anything on anymore. It makes it too slick, and it gets soaked up in the cloth of the machine anyway. So I just turn on the machine and let it run. There's enough polish in the machine now to do its job. So I very rarely use it. Maybe only I'll add on extra if I want to simulate super slick conditions, or silicone spray. Correct. Oh my goodness. I have a question. Don't say my name out loud. Sorry to great advice. Success on the break. The question was, you played with somebody and he came by and you missed the 8 on purpose. You're too much of a nice guy, if that's correct. If you're competing, this was written in a book once, you got to get in touch with your inner MF, right? You got to go from Mr. Nice Guy to Mr. Competitor Guy. You got to switch egos. Once you put on the pool glove or you put your cue together, you got to be in combat mode. That's why people see me, like they know when I'm in game mode, just don't talk to me before match. I'm ready to go in there. I'm ready to go play hard. Then the match is done, or later on, an hour later, then I'm mellow. I'll have a chat, this and that, but when it's game time, I want to go in hard. I want to compete. Right? I need to be ready. I need to be focused. Otherwise, I'm going to get chopped up at this level. So, hey, if you want to just hang out with your friends and play pool and don't care if you win or lose, totally fine. Play leagues, have fun, enjoy yourself. But if you want to compete, get better, and make the most out of it, and if you want to win, you got to change your mindset. You can't be Mr. Nice Guy. That's the same as letting somebody win. What do you get out of that? It's their problem if they can't handle the loss. You just go in there, chop them up, and take the win. That's the mentality you gotta have. Okay? So, yeah, that's it. I'm off to Spain tomorrow, then on to Italy vacation. So I'll be streaming in the week of the 20th through the 26th of July. I'm back. Thanks everybody for watching. Practice up. Enjoy your events this weekend, whatever you got coming up. Hey, leave me a super donation if you can. Gotta buy things for the kids as well. Gotta support the pony. So if you're enjoying the show here, leave a donation. Appreciate it. On the super thanks. Take care. Ciao.